Hello and welcome to the Geek Tech Show. And my name is Sergey and I'm the Geek Man. Now, today's video, before we get started, if you enjoy it, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Lots of cool contents coming soon. Let's put on the sunglasses and begin. So today's video, we have humongous, huge, big, whatever you call it, super heat wave that is affecting all of the eastern United States, and it is scorching hot outside. It is nice and cool inside thanks to this little invention. Now there is two ways for you to beat the heat. One, swim in a swimming pool. Two, go to the mall. Three, have your own air condition turned on all day long. And lastly, have your own portable air condition. Go with you anywhere you go. This is where this cool little gadget comes in. It's called Arctic Air. The Arctic Air itself is an amazing little product that you can use to cool off your room. A few things about this specific product is, first of all, how little it is in size. And the way you turn it on, there is this button over here. You press on this and it goes on. There is 3 different speeds that you can go with the fan, and also there is ambient light switch on here. You can turn the lights on and off. A few other things about this is that you can go and move this. Of course you can move this anywhere you want, but here you can move it up or down in case you want to cool yourself. Now, next step is you can actually take this out and you can wash this whole thing inside of it. So what it has inside when you take this out, it has this thing in here that keeps everything cool, and there is a big fan right inside the box. That's how simple this thing is designed. Put this right back in here, stick this in, voila, it's done. How to use this? Very simple. You open this up, and you can buy this anywhere. There's going to be a link right down below where you can get your own version on Amazon and you can check it out. And over here you can put water. I do suggest, for maximum effect, cooling effect, just throw in some little bit pieces of ice, chop them up and stick them in here. It's going to give you this awesome little choppy effect with, you know, cool ice, water, whatever you call it, blowing right on you. Of course, a few other things about this. One is how mobile this thing actually is. What I mean by mobile? The plug itself, well, you can plug this anywhere you want using the standard plug, but we got the USB cable right here where you can actually plug this to your laptop. I'm not sure that everyone's laptop will be able to handle the power surge with this, but think about it this way. If you are working at home, you have a supply of air conditioning right next to you. On the other hand, if you're working outside, you don't have something like this available to you. Therefore, you need a mobile cooling station right there. Let's say your office is super cheap, don't have AC. What do? You bring this with you and you put this right on your desk. So if you work in a school building, such places that you can't have an air condition, this will work for you. I wish I had this when I was working as a school teacher. I could just put this right there in my classroom and it's gonna cool off your own personal space. This is the funny thing about this. So you get this, you cool off your own personal space, and you put this that all the air is coming to you. No one else gets it, just you. This is a selfie thing. This is like if you only care about one person, and that is yourself. If you work in a cubicle, this is like the perfect thing for yourself. Everybody else is sweating like pigs. You are going to be cooling yourself off with this tool. And the only thing you really need is a constant supply of water and ice. I really suggest lots of ice. And if you have a bunch of ice, you keep on like sticking it in here. Yeah, it's going to cool your own personal space just a bit, but enough for you to make it through the whole entire day. So that's what I like about this. What I dislike is, yeah, it is cheap. It is cheap quality. It feels cheap because that's what it is. I mean, what do you expect for like $40 for a mobile AC? If this thing works for a few years, that's going to be great. If it fails after 1 year, well, you can always buy another one for this cheap amount. I don't know how long this is going to last. Regardless, it is just easy to cool a small space. That's what it is designed for. Now, this is also great for people who live where there is not humidity at. So in the humid areas such as the East Coast, well, I don't know if you want to have extra cool moisture in there. I mean, it's gonna cool the place down better than nothing, but what I really want to have is something that actually takes the water out of the air, which is called the humidifier. And they don't really have too many of those miniature dehumidifiers. So this is the next best thing to it. If you live in the West Coast where it is super hot and it is dry heat, this is the ultimate thing for you, because you do need something that gives the breeze in the air, some water that is actually cooling kind of a water. It's like if you live in Florida. The best place where you live in Florida is actually around the coast, and because they have the breeze and they have the water, and the breeze and the water itself makes it a little bit more cool than living on the mainland in Florida, such as Orlando and so on. So there you have it, the perfect compact air condition that you can use for your own needs. So this is for selfies, people who really care about themselves. It is not for a big office, it is for cubicles, it is for small rooms, it is really good for dry heat areas, and of course it will help you out if you have, if you don't have an actual air condition. This is better than nothing. It is not the best thing out there. So if it is 90 degrees, 100 degrees, yes, you need an actual air condition. If it is 80 degrees, a little bit hot, yeah, this thing is going to bring it down a little bit. Or of course, it's just going to give moisture and make it much cooler, because you put ice in it. It is as if you're blowing something from the refrigerator right on your face. So think about it this way. Open up the refrigerator, the freezer, and if you like all this cool air going right on your face, this thing is going to do it for you. Other than that, it is what it is, and understand what you're buying, and of course it is better than nothing. That said, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you made up your mind if you want to get this, and if you do, there's going to be a link right down below. If you love this video, love my channel, make sure you subscribe to it, and see you in the next video. Goodbye. And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Arctic ice right here. I just wanted to show you how the box actually looks like, and the commercial in it as seen it on TV. So great for living rooms, offices, kitchens, bedrooms. Very nice ambient glow. Basements and more. I don't know why you want to even use it in a basement. And here is some features about this. And it shows right on the box a lot of really interesting information. Now let's get the actual product out so you can see it in detail. And here it is. So a few things about this before you decide if you want to get this for yourself is the quality or lack of quality thereof of this product. It feels pretty cheap plastic. So this might put off some of you guys, but for the price, that's what you're getting. Don't expect too much from something like this. A few other things here. This one has a USB plug that goes in here. This is a kind of a USB plug. Now, what I say by kind of, it does go to electric wire that goes to the electric vent itself, but you also get the USB port right here where you can put this on your desktop, and this is actually the interesting part. You can actually take this mobily and get this powered by your computer book. So if you have a powerful laptop, you can actually power this up in your mobile office. So for example, this is kind of a cool, neat thing that you can use, powering it up from your laptop. That's where the really good benefits of this come in from. few other things about this. This turns it on. I don't know why they have such a huge on button. This is just interesting. Different fan speeds, 3 different speeds right here. There is a light switch right now. Now, here's more things about this. Inside, you have this cheap vent that goes up and down. When you open this up, you have this in here. This is gonna get wet from the water that's coming through this, and it's supposed to give you this cool air. And you can take this out and wash it in case this ever gets really dirty. You can take this out and you can see what it's made out of. If in case you wanted to know, there is a fan right here. You can kind of do it yourself and build something really similar if you have the mind or the ability to do it. It's kind of very basic construction here. And let's put this back in. Interestingly enough, this is not the best thing for you to, you know, open up and get out of it, because it doesn't come out very good. Oh, here we go. So this is what moves it up and down. Not much of flexibility. I wish this was made a little better. There's so many small things they can do to make it so much better. Next thing is the ice bucket. This is the key here. In case this is not working well, what you really need to do is to get ice and throw it right inside here. Most ice buckets don't work very well. You can just put regular water in here. Yes, it's gonna work, but for maximum effectiveness, you want to get super cold water in here, or even better, actual icicles on top of some water. That's gonna maximize the amount of cold air that's gonna come out of this thing. So this is some things for you to know. Now, it does say water may spill, and be super careful. This thing is gonna spill like who knows what. Water in tank will decrease rapidly. This is very important as well. This thing doesn't last too long. Lasting to prevent against mold. Make sure you dry this out after every use. Otherwise, there's going to be mold here, and you have to replace your whole filter. So keep this in mind as well. Other than that, this is good. For the price, you're getting something substantial. For a portable unit, that's okay. And no, it doesn't make this noise. This is just external noise today. But still, I wish this thing was actually small. And here's the reason why. It's actually very great for being a portable filter that you can use for your desktop machine. It is not great for cooling a room up. It's going to make it a little icy for a little bit, but then it's going to run out of ammunition. You have to fill it up once again. So the big question is, can this thing actually be powered by my laptop? And I put my dyno right here because guess what? Jurassic Park is out. Anyways, with that said, here's the laptop, and we're going to be doing this experiment. What we have to do is to get this inside right here, and all you do is like you push this actually in. One hand is not the ideal, but when you have one-man camera crew, this is what happens. Take the USB port, take this out, plug it in. Time for the big test. Can this thing be powered just by the laptop? Oh yes, this is what I'm talking about. So fan speed number 1, 2 and 3. You can make it quieter and even more quiet. I put some water in here as well. I'm already feeling the air getting a little bit cooler from here. So this is great. It actually is working. So that the whole thing is, the whole idea here behind this is that you can do this yourself and use this to cool off your own home office with using this mobile unit. This is how much noise it makes. And on the highest level, let's hear it. This is the most noise it will be making. So it is a little bit loud, and let's turn this off so you can go to the lowest possible setting. It still actually is cooling the place up with very cool water and vapor coming in from this side. So it's not really bad. Let's test the third version. And the air is much cooler. Much more air is coming out, blowing on me. I do like the vent working. And here we go. So this is how it looks like, and you can definitely use this in your home, in your office, and so on. This is how it's gonna look like with it being turned on and the LED light right here, and you can actually see the water level and how much water is actually left here. That's the good thing about this. So in case if it goes very low, you can know that you can put more water in here, and I do suggest for some icicles as well in here. I'm not sure if this is really supposed to have icicles in here, so just take this with a word of caution. Here's more lights coming in here as well. And this is actually pretty good unit for you to get in case you need to cool off your own home office and you just use it for one person only.